we whipped up the quick prototype just to give you guys a sense, so we agree on like the visual look and feel of the thing, and then that can go into building. All right, start of the week. We're having coffee. It's finally starting to get sunny here in Croatia, so we're making the most out of our morning coffees on the sun. Plan for this week is, as usual, lots of new clients, lots of new work to do. But the main thing that we're doing is we're planning a trip to go to the States to visit a couple of clients on site. So we're going through organizing all of that, scheduling dates, hotels, flights, and all of that. It's not handy that there's a war with Iran going on, so the flights are a bit chaotic to go through, but it's a fun week ahead, and there's going to be lots of calls and lots of sales activities to go around, so it'll be fun to watch. Yeah, the thing that'll take the most amount of time this week is just demo calls. So we had a big batch of audits that we closed, I think, in the previous 2 weeks. And for some reason, they all kind of culminated into this week. So we're doing demo calls with all of them and then kind of ascending those clients into our system builds. So it's going to be fairly busy for us on the sales side and the partner side. And then the guys below who are doing the dev work next week will be fun for them once they see all the new systems that are going to start to get built. So one of the things that we built was a custom MCP linking to the OS of one of our clients. So the use case that we're looking to cover with this is they have a lot of unstructured CSVs and Excel files of quotes, pricing sheets, and basically everything that kind of gets picked up into the field. So they're a construction company, and one of the big problems is how do we automate a lot of that data ingestion into the operating system without necessarily building out a very structured format. So the way we handled it is we built out a custom MCP that allows them to just drag and drop a CSV file or an Excel file into an AI tool, press enter, and it's going to parse it, get all the information, and then shoot it back over into their operating system. So this is something that one of their kind of project coordinators was taking hours a day just transferring over information from one spot into the other spot in a structured manner, and mistakes are often, it's super tedious work, no one likes to do it, and now all they need to do is just drag and drop it, confirm the input looks good, maybe give it a couple of feedback, press enter, and it goes all into the operating system. The biggest one here is just being able to understand what is happening and then just grouping it into a couple buckets. This is going to get eliminated, this is going to get automated, this is going to get delegated. One thing I instructed the guys to start doing is basically building out a training manual with just like, here's the LR system. Here's, sidebar section quotes, and then like 7 videos on how do you operate quotes. And that becomes a training manual for you guys. It becomes a training manual for anyone else. It's like, here's how you create a quote. Here's where you can see open quotes. Here's how you add stuff to the quote. And it's just like all these specific things on how you operate quotes. And then from quotes to projects. And I think building out that sort of like wiki of the OS will help using the system a bit more. And then like we can go back and forth on individual workflows within the OS. And you guys can say like, yeah, workflow 1.13 doesn't make sense, or like when we're viewing a quote, this specific things, and then we can kind of have a back and forth there. So I think that will be the mechanism kind of moving forward. So we can start, I want to start locking down what works. Basically, from the moment a lead enters your CRM, all the way to them leaving a review or referring you more business, because we want to understand everything, basically end to end. Look, the way we do the audit, and on our end, it's a loss leader in a sense that hey, it's a foot in the door. It's going to show you how we work. It's going to get you a very clear idea of the level of expertise that we have in operations. Even if we lose money on it because it takes us 9 calls instead of 5 calls, the likelihood of us going through the process and finding you an extra $250,000 to $1 million a year of either expenses that we can cut or growth that we can unlock is very likely. So that's why we transparently do it this way. Wants to build a separate project with us, which Naveed and Ryan and David were kind of working on, which is great. So that's going to be kicking off. Fran is going to have his first 8 story points worth of cybersecurity work built for, with most likely in this sprint, which is a nice move in that direction, and that first new kind of service being introduced into our regular billing cycle. So this is now the first official. We're moving into paid cybersecurity stuff and paid IT stuff. So it's on that. Yeah, no, aside from that, things are going well. Things are going good. We're growing. Good, let's get to work. If anything needs anything, reach out, and that's pretty much it.